Hello, I'm Beth Wagner, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Today I'm going to show you 3 excellent techniques to release trigger points in the lower extremity using a Theracane. Now, a Theracane is the brand name for this type of device. It comes in different sizes and different shapes. But the idea is that this device has different knobs on it that help to release trigger points. Specifically, in this video, I'm focused on the hamstrings, the gastroc soleus, the calf muscles, and the bottom of the foot along the plantar fascia. A trigger point refers to a tight area of tissue, either located in a muscle or connective tissue, fascia. Another name for this is simply a muscle knot. Typically, these are areas of congested or dehydrated or tight tissue. This can occur because of poor posture, overuse, or repetitive use. It may also be a result of overall dehydration or other type of imbalance in the body. So in addition to addressing these areas with improved hydration and nutrition, overall taking better care of our bodies, it's also important to address these trigger points with improved posture and body mechanics, improved positioning as we're going about our daily activities. Now, I've posted a lot of other videos talking about posture and flexibility and strengthening exercises. Those videos are helpful in providing an overall view of improving muscle balance and flexibility and strength to decrease muscle knots, to decrease trigger points throughout the body. This video specifically focuses on releasing the muscle knot directly in that area using the Theracane. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. As we work through the various body parts, it's very important to always put pressure on soft tissue, muscle and connective tissue. You don't want to apply pressure to bony areas. So be sure to stay on the muscle tissue in between the bones or in between the joints. The first area we'll address are the hamstrings. Now, each of these tools might be set up a little bit differently, but typically they come with a handle on each side to help you grip the Theracane. You don't have to use these exactly as handles, but it provides just nice access, a nice way to hold the tool. And then they have different types of attachments to provide pressure directly on the body part. Some of the knobs are rounded on the ends, and some are more pointed. The pointy ends obviously will provide more targeted, focused, pointy pressure on the area, whereas the larger round knobs will provide a more even, widely dispersed pressure. There are also some smaller knobs in different spots. Now, the location of the knobs also makes a difference based on where the body part is that you're trying to release and how you want to hold the tool. The hamstrings are the large muscle located in the back of the thigh. It runs from the back of the knee up into the base of the buttocks. So to access the hamstring, we could choose a couple of different knobs here on this tool. I'm going to start with the pointed one here on the end. So I'll lift my leg and place the knob right underneath my thigh. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and put my thigh right back down on that point. Now from here, I can use the weight of my leg to apply the pressure down onto the knob. I can also gently lift the cane up into my leg. Both are great ways of doing it. Depends on how much pressure you want here. Now, to accentuate the release, it's helpful to use your breath. As you inhale, think of bringing fresh oxygen, fluid, water, and blood into that area to help hydrate and to help release that muscle knot. Then as you exhale, either apply greater pressure down on your thigh using your hand, or you could pull up on the Theracane to increase the pressure, only as much as you feel comfortable. As you exhale for a count of 5, continue that pressure on the area. So I'll show you what that might look like. First, I'll inhale, and then exhale. I'm going to lift the cane up for a count of 5. And then relax. Inhale again, breathing fresh oxygen and fluid into that area. And then exhale, think of blowing out the tension and tightness as you lift the Theracane for a count of 5. Now continue for 5 repetitions, either in that same spot, if you've found a juicy, wonderful spot that you want to stick with, or consider moving the device up or down the muscle until you find the specific tender points that you want to release. So let's move the cane down a little bit. Great. Now I'll rest my leg again. I'm going to inhale fresh air, fresh fluid into that spot. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lift the Theracane, blowing out any tension or tightness from that area. Good. This next time I'll inhale right into that area and I'll press down for a count of 5 as I release the tension and tightness, letting my leg fully relax. Good. Now I'll move the cane up a little bit, up higher into the muscle belly. Again, I'll relax my leg down onto that. Inhale. And as I exhale, relax the leg. And I'm going to lift this Theracane up into my thigh for a count of 5. Now, if the count of 5 feels too long for you, if it's too intense, or it's just longer than you want to hold the release, that's just fine. You could start with just a couple of seconds and perform just a couple of repetitions. As you feel more comfortable with this technique, and on subsequent days, experiment with how long you're holding the count of your exhale and how many repetitions you perform. Okay, let's move on to the calf. Now there are a couple of different attachments that I could use for the calf. I'm going to try this rounded end here. So I'll bring that single rounded end back to my calf here, and then I'll find a comfortable grip on the cane. I'll inhale into this area, fresh air, fresh fluid right into the calf muscle. And as I exhale for a count of 5, I'll pull the cane forward, relaxing my leg as much as possible. Good, and then release. Now I could also choose to use this large one here in the middle, and that makes it a little bit easier to grip the tool. Okay, I'll inhale first, fresh air, fresh fluid into the area, and then exhale and press the tool forward. Good. If the 5 seconds feels like too long of a period of time to hold the pressure, ease up on it. Just hold for 2 or 3 seconds. Vary the amount of pressure based on what feels most comfortable for you. You might also start with just a couple of repetitions and build up day by day as you feel comfortable. Now you can also work on the calf with your leg flat. Okay, so I'll use the pointed end here, and this would look similar to what I did for the hamstring. I'll simply place the pointed end right underneath my calf, lower my calf, let it relax right on top of that point. And inhale, oxygen and fluid into that area. And then exhale, I can press down onto my lower leg, or I can try lifting gently on the cane. And for a count of 5, and then relax. So working with the calf is a little bit more challenging just based on the angle of the grip and the best way to provide the pressure. Experiment with this. You can try it with the leg straight, you can try it with the leg bent. There are lots of different ways to do this. You can also experiment with the different attachments and see what works best for you. Okay, let's move on to the plantar fascia along the bottom of the foot. This is a fantastic way to address plantar fasciitis or any type of discomfort and pain in the bottom of the foot. Okay, I'm going to use the rounded ball on the end of the cane here. I'll inhale, fresh air, fresh fluid into that tissue, and then exhale for a count of 5, relaxing my foot and gently pulling up on the cane, releasing tension and tightness in that area. And then I'll move the cane a little bit more toward my toes, being sure that the cane is still behind the ball of my foot. Inhale, and then exhale. Blow out any tension or tightness as you let your toes and your foot relax and gently pull the cane up. So you can choose to stay on that area or adjust the Theracane. Move toward your heel, move a little bit in toward your arch or out toward the lateral part of your foot. Try a couple different spots and see where you feel the best relief. And now inhale deeply. And exhale, blow out the tension as you relax your foot and lift up on the cane for a count of 5. Good. And relax. So continue working the same spot or adjust the cane. Try a couple spots, see what feels best for you. All right, that wraps up my demonstration of trigger point release using the Theracane for the hamstrings, the calf muscles, and the bottom of the foot. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able. Also, if you like this video and you're interested in trying a similar technique on the neck and the shoulder blade muscles, click on the link in the description below. I've also posted other videos with trigger point release techniques using a tennis ball and using just your fingers, especially for the upper body, the neck and the shoulder blade region. The links to those videos are in the description below. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a fantastic day.